Hello everyone, welcome to Whimsy Creek Art. Today I'm going to show you how I make candy jars out of terracotta pots. So I have just 4-inch terracotta pots that I've taken painter's tape, and so we're going to pour on them upside down. So I've put painter's tape on the inside that hole. And then we're going to pour on the saucers upside down as well. I've just got a tile that I'm going to pour on just to catch the excess paint. So we're going to do a dirty pour on the pot, and then the saucer, which is going to be the top of the candy jar, we're going to do a flip cup. So right now I'm just putting paint into 2 different cups, kind of a larger cup to do the dirty pour on the main pot portion, and then the saucer just a smaller cup. So I've got a variety of blues and turquoise and a little bit of gold and a little bit of purple. And I've mixed my paints just like I would mix my paint for any other paint pour. 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. And the darker purple and the darker turquoise have silicone, just 2 drops of treadmill oil. And just those 2 colors, because really less is more. So that I'm setting that smaller cup aside. That's going to be for the saucer. Now this is going to be the bottom portion of the candy jar. I'm just doing a dirty pour, just kind of going around, just trying to get all the sides evenly. And so I've got the tile underneath to catch any excess, because there will be quite a bit of paint. And there'll be cells that'll pop up at the top, but the cells are going down the vertical down the side aren't really going to stay too well, but it'll look really nice, kind of tie-dye almost. But all right, so now I've got plenty of paint there on that one. And now I'm going to do a flip cup. And so notice that I have got the bottom side of the saucer. We're going to paint the bottom side of it. And we're just doing a regular old flip cup. All right. Beautiful cells pop up. This one's kind of interesting because as it sits here, more and more beautiful cells and lacing pops up with that gold. And so just giving a little tilt, make sure I've got all my sides covered. Make sure I got all the edges and sides covered. Give it a little bit of torch, just mainly to pop some air bubbles that have popped up. And so now you can see a few cells, but as I set that one aside and do the second one, you can see more and more cells pop up. So it's really neat. So this second one, I'm going to do more in kind of white, pinks, a little bit of gold, and a little bit of kind of violet colors. This red violet does have a little bit of silicone. Just 2 drops of treadmill oil is what I use for my silicone in this one. And so only the one color has silicone for this. Really less is more. I don't put silicone in all my colors. I usually choose 1 or 2 colors out of a pour and only put silicone in those couple of colors most of the time. And so I'm just layering paint in the cups I'm going to do the same techniques. I'm going to do a dirty pour on the main pot portion, and then I'm going to do a flip cup on the saucer portion. And so this will make into a candy jar where you can lift the top up. The saucer will be the top, and then the base will be that main pot portion. And then the tile is just an extra to catch the excess paint that is going off the side. So it's a nice little extra project that gets done with this, so we're not wasting so much paint. And you can also, all these drips off the side, you can use as your skins. You can peel them right off these sheets and be able to use them in jewelry and all kinds of stuff. That's another video. So, all right, that's tricky getting that moved while it's wet, but I got them moved out of the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish covering this tile up, but it's not quite enough paint here. So I have a little bit left in this cup I used for the dirty pour. I'm just going to flip that over and let it drain out while I'm going to go ahead and pour this other one, pinks and gold and kind of some violet color. So just continuing to go in a circular motion to try to get all the sides. It's very easy. This is a great, fun, easy paint pour project. And it makes a fun little candy jar in the end. So these do take a couple weeks to dry. And then once they are all dry, I coat them with 2 or 3 coats of polyacrylic. Now you want to use polyacrylic, not polyurethane. Polyurethane will yellow after some time. So use Minwax polyacrylic, and I just 2 or 3 coats of that. So now I'm just doing a flip cup here on the top portion. It's going to be the top. And beautiful cells and lacing again. This gold is really, you can see now that gold popping up on that first one I did, kind of peacock colors. You can see it's really making some beautiful cells even as it sits there. And these make fun little gifts. I've done these all different sizes. You can do them with the larger terracotta pots. You can do them with smaller terracotta pots. Last year, around Christmas time, I even did little tiny ones that looked more like ornaments. And I do have a video on that. So I'll go ahead and link that video down below where I made little tiny terracotta pot ornaments out of these. So I'm just noticing there's a couple of bald spots here on the side, so I'm just pouring a little bit extra on down the side of this one, and I've gotten it moved out of the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and just pour a little bit of more paint here that was the extra paint left over, and go ahead and finish up this tile. So there's going to be a ton of cells pop up because that darker purple had the silicone for that color combination. And so now just tilting the tile around to go ahead and coat the sides. And these you can make them into hot pads, larger coasters. But lately I've been actually coating them with polyacrylic and then putting a sawtooth hanger on the back with liquid nails and making them kind of their own little art piece. I haven't been making them into coasters or hot plates quite so much anymore. I've been making them into kind of an art tile. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over the excess paint in that one so I can finish this tile. And not too much in that one, but go ahead and use it up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and just do a straight pour or a dirty pour here, just pouring the excess out of that cup. Wow, some beautiful, just really delicate lacing popping up on this one. I really like how this one, just real delicate on this, and then the other one has some distinct cells. So such a different color combination, different cell structure has popped up with these two. But both I like equally, but so different. So, all right, just tilting, getting all the edges. And now I'm going to show you the Dollar Tree has these. I got the terracotta pots from Home Depot or Lowe's, but I got these glass globes from the Dollar Tree. And they fit perfectly on a 4-inch terracotta pot. So that's where I get the little glass globes, the little glass vase, round vase. And here's a close-up of the sides and the top and the tiles and how the tiles turned out. And so when these are all dry after a couple of weeks and they've been varnished, then you can also add a little knob, like a little drawer, a smaller drawer pull, a smaller drawer knob, right on the top of the saucer portion, and it can be your handle to lift them up. And I'm going to show a couple of close-up pictures of how they finish off, and you can see how I've added a handle. And I just use E6000 glue to adhere the glass globe to the base portion. And here is with the handle, and here's a couple of completed ones. So thank you so much for watching, and you can also do them this way where you turn the saucer up and it's more like a cake stand as well. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a Merry, Merry Christmas.